Yes, Capital Extra, what's going on? Robert Bruce in the building. You know exactly what time it is. Homegrown, all things UK, favourite tracks from the UK and your favourite artists as well. In front of me, I have two literal young kings, man. Not only are they good musicians, good with the words, good with the pen, can write bangers, young entrepreneurs as well. Inspiration if you talk to me, if you let me have my opinion. Krept Konan in the building, everybody.
Thank you, bro. That was a sick intro.
That was sick from the heart, isn't that?
Yeah, no, imagine to get you to open up a couple things from us. That was crazy.
Do you know what it is? I hear Semtex have his thing on, was it 7 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I need to secure my song for the future.
The next thing, that was
How
solid.
are you guys doing anyway, man?
Good, bro, man.
How are you?
Feeling good,
all
man.
good. Album time.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's feeling good, bro.
Goodness gracious me, man. We're going to talk about the album real soon, but I wanted to get to know from you guys, what was your first impressions of each other when you first met back in the day?
I just, you know what it is, to be honest, I just thought Krept was a cool brother. Like good peoples. Obviously, we had mutual friends, so it was never like a
weird one,
Yeah, it wasn't a weird one. It's just like, oh yeah, this is Krept. So I walk on my brother, and it's like you just keep it like he's part of the mandem. So it's like, yeah, we just move. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, literally same. Yeah, like it was just good vibes. Like every time I think we saw it, was just like it was busting joke or something. Like if we were playing football, man, I see man, it was just busting joke banter, and you get what I'm saying. And it's just cool. Like it's always been cool, like all the time, yeah. And then like early days when we was growing up, like we used to go and do little link up with the gal them, and we just used to just me and him and Snake the man them, and you get me, like from early, like before music, you get me. So it was like
This is going back how many years? Like 15, 12?
Yeah,
about 15 years, bro.
That is crazy,
100%.
man.
Yeah, not even more than that, bro. Like 16 years, 17 years.
Mad.
That's literally the dream. Still rocking with each other now as well. Grew up in South.
Yeah.
What was the South experience like for you guys?
It was like a jungle, my bro.
For real.
Like, don't tell you no different. Back then, South was wild, bro. Like, and I'm surprised because there weren't no like social media and that. So why was it so crazy? But it was just crazy for some reason. Like, even surviving and getting to where we are now is like a miracle in itself. So yeah, man. But we made it through, man. We made it work. Like,
I think that really helped us as well, man. Just being from South and witnessing the stuff we witnessed and going through the stuff that we've gone through and the hardships, it's just made us more hungry to kind of escape and just do well and you know what I'm saying, turn the negative into a positive. I think that's
100.
So I think South has been a big part of the reason we're even here today.
For real.
100%. Yeah, definitely, bro.
It's weird because whenever I ask people, South is like one of those areas that it will make or break you, and proper diamonds come from South, but it seems like it's hard as well.
Yeah, no, 100%. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of areas in the South, innit? So, and then everyone's got their own kind of vibe. Like, second one's got different to the Brixton to Junction to Fortneyth to Wandsworth to whole of Lewisham Borough is all different. Like,
it's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's definitely a lot different gal, different. But you know what I'm trying to say? It's crazy.
I hear you, man. Let's talk early music anyway.
Yeah.
Around sort of say Young King's mixtape days, was music full time at that point, or were you still getting out there? Because obviously the freestyles are all dropped by then.
Like Young Kings, it was full time then, man. Like that's where we was at. Like we just I feel like once we went on tour with XTRA and we saw what it really was, we was like, yeah, now we're doing this. This is it. Like forget everything else, forget the road, forget anything else. Like we're doing this music stuff. Like definitely. Then we started getting shows ourselves. So it's like up and down the country. Like taking turns
experiencing
driving.
a different life.
We didn't have a DJ at them times. It's just a CD with three tracks on it. And it's like, track one, track two, like wired mics. Like, we're just doing the road, man. It's been a good journey, to be fair.
For real, them times it was Don't Waste My Time, right?
Yeah.
You know, I'll never forget this song. I remember this is when I was first going uni. I was DJing at a house party, but I was upsetting the vibe. I was flopping on deck. Then I played Don't Waste My Time. That became my song for the next couple of years. And that was a song in the set. That changed everything. What was it like for you? What was the impact on your career sort of thing?
It was crazy, bro. Like, you know, like I made that hook cleaning my bath, bro. So, you know, like,
for real,
like random, innit? Like, and that was the last song we added to Young Kings. And A-Dot didn't even want to play us the beat. He's like, nah, man, you're not going to like this one. I'm like, play the beat, man. What are you talking about? And he's played this. I'm like, yeah, I got something for it. And then we moved on it like that. And then we was in the studio, like, we're going to shoot a video, go to the ends, we're going to bring everyone up. It's going to be a vibe. But we didn't think it was going to go
the way it did.
You know
how?
what I mean?
Why, like how? What happened? Like how did it?
Bro, I
just
don't
bust up?
even know how it spread.
man.
Like we were seeing Wiz Khalifa in interviews, like, yeah, play that song from the UK, Don't Waste My Time. I'm like, what? Like, how has he heard that? Like, it's random. Like, remember, YouTube weren't as impactful as it was
that,
then. Now compared to now, so it's like, how did they hear that over in the States? Like, that's wild. And then you just get people reaching out, and then French has come in. I think Chippin has played it to him. He's like, yo, I want in. So it's like,
Remix,
he's phoned me. Chips phoned me like, yo, French wants to chat to you. So I'm like, yo, well, go on. And then, yeah, I want to get involved. And then he's asking me, can he put it on Coke Boys? He wants to put Lil Durk on it. I'm like, yeah, no doubt. You get me? We need to shoot the video. He's like, yeah, I'm on. So it's just like, it just started spiraling out of control in a good way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when we're going around the world and performing it, like they know it. Like we're going Europe, we're going all these places, and they just know it. Like they know it. Yeah, don't waste my time, Krept Konan. Yeah, don't waste my time. Yeah, I'm seeing Fabulous. Like, oh, don't waste my time. Yeah, they bang that in New York, and it's like, yo, like anytime I see an American rapper that I kind of looked up to coming up, like I'll be like, yeah, Konan, bro. Like, yeah, Krept Konan. Like, Krept Konan. I'm like, where do I know that from? Like, don't waste my time. Oh yeah, that's you guys. Yeah, like, yeah, we rocks with you over here, my bro.
Yeah.
Like, met Young Chop when we was in LA, and he's like, yo, don't waste my time. Yo, I put Chirac onto that.
No
like,
way.
do you know what I'm saying?
I'm the first to play that.
Like,
I was the first to play that.
Yeah, so it was like, yeah.
Like, it's mad seeing like people and where that song took, man. Like, I was in Nigeria and like, I think we was staying in the same hotel as Migos and that. A man, that, like, cause we were all staying in the same place. I was like, yeah, man's Krept Konan. He's like, I know who you are. I know who you are.
Yeah, Offset's on that vibe. Like, I know you guys.
This is before like anything. This isn't like what wasn't recent. This was like quite,
this is
like
you
quite
are
a while.
young, sort of them times.
Yeah, like
How
20,
old?
22,
Yeah, so that's early.
22, 23, yeah.
Mad,
That is crazy, man. And I feel like since then the overseas links sort of maintained going into the next two projects as well. So 7 Days, 7 Nights and The Long Way Home. How was that doing it at that time? Because obviously now we're in a different era of music.
I'm not gonna lie, it was surreal, man.
Yeah.
Like surreal walking into like Metropolis and Rick Ross is in there like, yo, this is hard. I ain't never heard nothing from the UK like this. Like doing his voice, like, and you're looking at him like, bro, you know, obviously you watch people on the internet and etc. and you think, oh yeah, they're cool, but they talk like this, but do they really talk
like that? Yeah.
No, he really acts exactly how you see. Like he's like that, very eccentric. Oh, like you think he's gonna do that mid-sentence, like. But it's surreal, man, doing songs with people like that, meeting YG, doing a song with Wiz, come down on the video, like he's in the country. Yeah, I'm coming down, yeah, come, of course. Come down, do the video. You know what I'm saying? Like, even like having Ed on there, Emily Sandé at the time, like everyone was killing it. Everyone on our album was doing a madness at the time.
Do
you know what I mean?
From one extreme to another. Like making Young Kings with no resources to then going and making The Long Way Home, and then everyone wants to be on a song with you. It's just like, it was such from one extreme to another, do you get me? And then obviously at them times there, we was like, one of the only ones where it was like, that was, do you know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't how the scene is now. There's loads of us. Like, before it was just like, so there was a lot more pressure on us, and it was just like, and then the charts changed on the week that our thing released, the streaming stuff kicked in. Yeah, like, so we all missed 2 days of because that was before, it used to be Sunday to Sunday, then it changed to Friday to Friday, but our thing was still coming out Sunday, so we missed the Friday, Saturday, and then went Sunday to Sunday, and then the streaming stuff kicked in like a couple months after that. And it was just like, so we just like was at like the brink of the change
over.
So it was, everything was just a lot more difficult, do you get what I'm saying? But like, it feels like it's all paid off, do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it was so worth it. Like, it was so worth it doing the independent mixtape Young Kings. Like, we never had nothing. We had to get people to help, like us put it together, and paying for videos, this, that. Puma helped us and this, do you know what I'm saying? And that's why we rocked with Puma from the jump, because they helped us when we was at that stage.
Relationship started.
Makes sense. So, yeah, man, and it's just all been like a upward staircase ever since, you get what I'm saying?
It's been a mad journey, man, to get to here now, to be on our second album.
Like, I'm lucky. I got to listen from Young Kings through to 7 Days, 7 Nights. I did it all yesterday and today.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I was just trying to think, like, people don't remember, because so much is going on now. They don't remember, but we'll let people off, man. We'll let people off.
You let them off, bro.
Yeah, we're going to talk about the album real soon. But of course, we've got some young businessmen in the room as well now, man.
Respect.
When did you guys get interested in business? How did you learn, how did you even learn to open a restaurant? What was that sort of education process like?
You know, is with us, we kind of just take a lot of risks and kind of just ask a lot of questions. We're very inquisitive. Like, for example, if we're in a restaurant with like the owner or something, we'll just be sitting down talking about, he'll be asking us how our career's going, and we'll be asking them about the restaurant. And then it's like, bro, how much does this turn over? Like, what does this make? What's it take to start this? Like, what's the steps? And they'll just break it down. And like, we have a lot of conversations with different people like that. And being musicians, a lot of people always want to sit down and have a conversation.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we're always trying to learn and find out what's going on in our environment and what's making this tick and how that works. So it's just always asking questions, man. We're learners first, you know what I mean?
Okay.
We never ever feel like we know it all. So I feel like that's played to our advantage. And then with the restaurant, our friend got involved, Nash, RIP. And then, yeah, we found the building and we just kind of went straight forward with it. Like, scared money don't make no money. So it's like, we always want to try and find another avenue to make money. Because obviously at the end of the day, you don't see 60-year-old rappers in it, really. So
Yeah.
it's like, how are you going to maintain and keep this thing moving and keep the legacy growing? So it's like, it's only right we get into other spaces and see what we can do and how we can move. And as a person as well, you got to kind of do new things to find out what you actually like. Yeah, we love music, but you might love doing presenting.
Yeah,
you might
yeah.
love... Do you know what I mean? Being a restaurateur, you might, I don't know, get into the fashion world. You might love that also. So it's just about finding out what else you love doing as well, man.
Now, I guess with meeting new people, you're learning about new stuff.
Yeah,
like,
100%.
People always complain they don't really teach us a lot in school, so it's who you network with and you get out
course.
there and stuff like that.
Experience and stuff
Yeah.
firsthand, bro.
How's the process been now with the restaurant? We're over a year?
Yeah, over a year.
Coming to 2 now, yeah.
Yeah.
How's it been?
Bro, that's more stressful than music.
Really?
yeah. Like, because you're with music, you know, you make a project, you do it in your own time space, and you put it out for the world to hear. You go on tour, people come to see you on tour. It's just a completely different thing. Whereas when you're dealing with a restaurant, you're dealing with people and their emotions daily. So, you know, down to not even the customers, I'm talking about your own staff. If your staff member comes in late, it affects the kitchen. If they come in with a bad mood, it affects the kitchen. If they don't turn up to work, it affects the kitchen. You got a busy restaurant, there's not enough chefs in because the chef decided he wants to party last night, now he feels sick the next day, or whatever it is, or you're the person who's meant to be, the waiters are meant to be in, so now you ain't got enough waiters, or someone comes in with a bad mood and a bad attitude, they're rude to your staff, and then it's like, but you're dealing with that every
Daily.
day, every hour of the, do you know what I'm saying? So it's doing that. And then because obviously we do music, like anyone else that opens a restaurant, they can be in the restaurant, make sure it's cool, make sure it's running smoothly. We can't be there all the time, so we have to trust other people to run the restaurant. And we know how people are. People are people, innit? People want to get away and do as little as they can. So, you know, I might go in there one day, I'm like, why isn't this done? Why isn't this? And it's just like, oh yeah, we're gonna do it. Oh yeah.
But if you're there, it would be getting
exactly,
done.
because they wouldn't be taking people would take the mic, and because more is Krept Konan.
Yeah, that's another thing I was gonna say. Like, when you go to any other restaurant, you're eyeing the brand, or if you're gonna complain, it's about the brand. People are putting it straight onto you guys direct.
Exactly, like
They know us, innit?
Like, yeah, I went there today, and you know, my food took extra 10 minutes to come out, and I'm like, you're messaging Krept.
Yeah.
I'm not in the restaurant, I'm not there, but because, you know, it's our restaurant, and people are gonna message us directly, and it don't, and the people not in the people that are working in the restaurant don't get the blame for it. It's us, me and Konan, even though this is the first time we've ever done a restaurant. Do you get what I'm saying? And again, relying on people to represent your brand all the time, 24/7. It's not easy, bruv. Like, and that's the only hard thing about it, is the fact that we physically can't be there to make sure everyone's on point, because we're doing music, we've got careers, it's not just the restaurant, you know, we're doing TV shows, we've got radio shows, we're doing other businesses, we're doing our general life, we're doing music, we're touring, like, it's a lot of things that we're doing, do you get what I'm saying? And it's not just the restaurant, like that's just one of many other things that we've got to do, do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's not easy, but at the same time, the amount you learn from it.
Okay.
Like, I learned, like, I could literally get up and then say I've got a place now, and I'll know exactly what to do. All the things that we done wrong here, we'll be able to do it right here, and so
trial and error.
What we've learned from it has been amazing. You get what I'm saying? The experience has been amazing.
It's mad because you look at things differently. Like when you go into restaurants now, you look at the interior and you try to estimate how much it costs to build it, and like you look at the chefs and how they operate, and have they got someone in front of the house? Have they got just tills where you just go up to and order from the till, and like you just notice little things now. You know what I mean? As I was in a restaurant as well, so.
I think that's why I think it's so important. That's why I said it's inspirational, because people that look like you, that are younger, can look at you and think like, oh, maybe I can try a thing, sort of thing.
Yeah,
you know
that's the aim, man. Like, you can see that it's not impossible. Like, people think that we had some person behind the scenes that knew how to open up. No, we didn't. We literally done it being Krept Konan, who's never opened up a restaurant before. Like, literally, that's what it was. There's no sugarcoating it and someone behind the scenes pulling strings and making it happen. And no, it was us, me, Cone, Nash, like all just there every day, sleeping in there, builders not turning up, like taking long. Like it was bro, it's been such a madness to get it done. But now we're here and it's running. So
facts, man. Let's talk music anyway. Revenge is Sweet. Out now. When I saw the title and artwork, I think I got goosebumps. I was like, what's coming now?
What is gonna happen?
Do you know what I mean?
now?
And on top of that, like, because we're so used to the punchlines, I don't think people give you credit for it no more, because it's become like the basics. I was like, I'm very excited to hear this project, man. What was the inspiration behind it, first and foremost?
Just life in general, man. Obviously, I don't know if you've seen online, we've been getting a lot of stick for the past couple months. So it's like, we're not really the people to go online and do the whole back and forth Twitter finger stuff. So we just let the music do the talking in it, and that was really the basis behind it. It's like, revenge is sweet in it. Our success is our revenge. So we're just gonna let the music do the talking and let you lot just suffer more and give you more things to talk about. Do you know what I mean? So we do couple digs in there, couple slide tackles, we address couple things. Obviously, the mentality we're at the moment, in terms of like losing friends, going through ups and downs, like being like very like adamant that like we deserve to be in the position we're in. So it's like, yeah, man, it's just a wake up call, I feel like, and a reminder to everybody. So that's basically what it is. It's like the Frank Sinatra quote, success is the biggest revenge. So yeah,
that's where it all started from.
Definitely.
And whatnot. And that's the energy sort of that carries through. But what I like about it as well is there's something for everyone on the project as well, which I feel like that's going to be so hard to do, but you still managed to do it. It's going to be so hard to do, but you still managed to do it, which was cool, man. How long did it take to put together?
10 months, about 10 months to put it together, minus the gaps and that we had to take to do filming for our TV show and that, and minus that. But yeah, so I'd say about even then, after that 9 months of studio like 2-3 times a week and getting it in that way. But yeah, man, like it didn't take as long as the other projects though. I feel like the other projects took longer than this one.
Okay.
I feel like this was the quickest project.
Yeah, no, it was.
Is that experience or
you know what it is?
knew what you wanted to do?
I feel like we was making songs. Like usually we just try to make a song and put it on there. Like this time we were just making loads of songs, and then
not overthinking it.
You know what I mean? And then just finding the beats. And we had like a bass that was like, it was a sick bass that we was doing it at this time. So it was like people could come in and out. We was working with this artist, that artist. So like, nah, that's not quite ready. That's not quite the sound for this project. So we'll hold that one and it will just bear that going on. So I feel like it just moved a bit more faster.
What I like about you guys as well, you're always working with new talent, new artists. Are there any new artists from the UK that have come through that have sort of made you feel like I need to be on my toes, or new artists that have inspired you to get in the studio and make more music?
When you say new, you're talking like really new?
Like, not new to music fans, but new to the public sort of thing. So people you might have known about, say knowing Mo Stack early.
We could see a lot of the artists that like here now that are superstars, we saw them coming from a mile off, like Steph, Haas, Storms, Dave, like Stack. Like we got our ear to the streets in it, so we know when someone's coming. Like, and like with man, it's like man's always trying to grab them. Like, right, what's going on? What's your situation? Like, right, come over here. Like, but I saw I've had that conversation with nearly all of them. Like, right, what play dirty thing? What's going on? You get me? But obviously, everybody wants to be their own person. And obviously when the time's right, we'll turn what we need to turn into the big empire that we're trying to build. But yeah, I feel like we saw a lot of people early, man, and knew they was going to be superstars. And now they're doing their thing. So it's just sick to see anyway, like, that people can just elevate and grow. And now we've actually got a scene of different artists, different types of music, like Afro swing to Afro beat to drill to trap to grime to everything. You know what I mean? R&B is dope, man.
Yeah, and to what you said, I feel like the artists personally that I feel like, these men are going crazy. I feel like Dave is sick, like, because he is so he's so lyrical, innit? So he still brings the lyrical element to, you know, making a big commercial record down to just giving him straight bars. And like, so seeing him doing it, it's just like, we know they still appreciate it, because you know, he's in the younger generation and they appreciate his bars, you get what I'm trying to say? And obviously we come up doing bars, so it's like to see him doing bars and being appreciated for being a bar that does punchlines. He does punchlines, innit? Like he does a lot of punchlines. So, and for us, everyone knows that we do punchlines. So for us to see Dave doing the punchline thing and succeeding with it, and people appreciating his lyricism, like, I think that's sick, because that keeps us like, so people still love this. Like, do you get what I'm trying to say? To see other people doing it, it's like, people still love this, sick. Do you get what I'm saying? And then, you know, you've got people breaking boundaries. You got D-Block coming, and they've brought this whole wave sound and really turned it into something huge, massive. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're doing massive shows, 2 Alexandra Palaces, off of making wave music.
Constant wave.
And it's just a wave. Like, you get what I'm saying? So that's inspiring to see. Then you got Storms. Storms is headlining Glastonbury and doing like going #1 still, like giving them bars, and he'll come back and then do a Wiley like it's all just so inspirational. So much is going on. It's just like 100. It just feels, man, like, yo, this is so sick.
We gotta keep it moving. The engine on the road, like, it's sick. Everyone's moving. It's sick to see, like, even AJ like killing it as well, like AJ Tracy. So it's like everyone's just doing their thing, man. Yeah, man. To NSG to. Bro, it's like even Heady, like, it's crazy to see, bro. Like,
so many to mention.
Bro, this feel bad. Man would just be here all day.
It keeps us on our toes as well. Like, like when someone puts out a sick song, you're like, I need to go to the booth.
Yeah, like, it's good, and that competition's good, though.
Man. It's dope, man.
100%. On the album, there's tracks for everyone, as I said. Tracks for the ladies. Konan, your boy's falling in love, man. How's that been to see? How's that?
It's good, man. You know, as long as the bro's happy, you know what I mean? You can't be out here forever, you know? I'm trying to find a little sweet one. FYI, you get me?
Okay, so you're in the market.
You get me? Hold like the boy. But yeah, man, it's good to see, man. You know what I mean? Like, we got it probably opens up a new door for him to talk about different stuff that probably he wasn't talking about before. But there's something that you can touch on 7 Nights 2 might just pop up and he's just doing mad romantic songs and that. So you never know, man.
Don't worry, I think G-Love's got a lot of people in their fields, you know. Nice and sweet. When did you guys link up with Wizkid?
From years ago, bro.
Okay. Yeah, time ago, man. That's been a bro from time. That's why you see him posting that family thing, because it's like we literally been bros for a minute now. Like, so it was only right that we kind of linked up and done a song. Like, he's a vibes, man. Like, he ain't really trying to do nothing if he doesn't feel the vibe. So, like, I'm glad that he was feeling the vibe on this one, because the first beat I was playing him, he weren't really feeling it. He was dancing around it, like, not really trying to do it. I was like, what? You don't like the beat, bro? Just say, you know. He's like, you know what? I'm not going to lie to you, because I'm not really feeling this one. I'm like, alright, cool. Run some rhythms then. And then obviously he played the first tune that we made. And then P2J made the second beat in like half an hour, put him under mad pressure, but he delivered, which was G-Love. And then, man, we just knocked out 2 bangers. And it was just
another banger with him still.
Yeah, got another one coming.
We got another one. Yeah,
holding that one.
Okay. Say no more, man.
Broski, man.
Tory Lanez and Spice as well. This is a nice little vibe.
Even Tory, that's the bro. Like, we linked up with Tory like
from before. Yeah, he was
doing SoundCloud.
Oh, from
2014 we linked up with Tory.
Okay,
yeah, bro. Before Tory was
the Tory we see today.
Yeah, like his first show was here. We was coming out for him like. When it was like, I don't even know the capacity, but it wasn't even big like that. It was like a 500 or something like that. But now he didn't come out for him when he done the 5,000 at Brixton. So
he always says it. He's like, you lot was there when no one was messing with me to now. So he will always come out and step for man. So when we asked him to do it, he's just like, like, and then, you know, when we're clearing the song and then the teams that ask, how much do we have to pay for it? And he's just like, no, it's free. What are you talking about? Like, that's the
like we all had a song with him before we done the one on 7 Nights, but we lost the files.
Okay.
So we had like a barsy one where everyone's got like bars,
crazy, like,
and you know he can bars as well. So it was like a snap. It was a snapping one, like. We just lost the files. That's why I all got on my computer still. But we lost the files for it, so it was like a myth. So it was only right we linked up and done the Caribbean wave thing, because that's his forte. We've got the Freak of the Weeks and the Formies and that, so it's only right, man.
As well. That's
Spice,
legendary Spice.
Big sample, bro. Man's using big samples, so man's got to certify
You
them.
have to cut. You know what I mean?
He's got to certify them. So
Factuals.
having Spice to jump
we
on
was all due to draw for vibes himself. So you get me? It was all nuts. Like,
oh, don't worry. There's still time. There's still time.
there's time, man.
On the project as well, one thing I was thinking coming into this project, you guys have both been through so much throughout your career and even in this short space of time as well. How do you find time to process stuff yourself and like sort of keep yourself in check, if that makes sense?
Just that's just the people man has around us, like, and just stepping out of this thing that we call this industry, music, this internet. Like, just stepping out, when you step out of it and you look around, what's there? And it's your friends, your family, like people that really care about you. Do you know what I'm saying? Man's team of people that are even helping us do the music. That got to put up with us every day, just like, and these people are the people that are there when everything's going bad. Who's there? Who's really there for you? And knowing that you've got such a strong support system is what keeps you going. Do you know what I'm saying? It keeps you grounded, and that's how we just work power through it.
Don't get it wrong, like, it's easier said than done, and we do have our low days, or I have my low days, and it's just like you just have to power through it, man. Like, you know you got stuff to do and you can't really dwell, because then dwelling just makes it worse. I feel like you just got to just acknowledge what's going on and just keep it moving and focus on what you need to do. And I feel like everything just comes together. It's like a tunnel, and there's always a light at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah.
To get to the end of the tunnel, you just got to keep it moving, innit? So I feel like that's just the path that we take, and just keep our mind just focused. Yeah, man, keep going.
Communication, your people that you have around you. Because I think as artists, especially you two, it must be hard because you've been so open from the jump. Even like my story, from there. Do you know what I mean?
I feel like that's as well, like, it gives people to feel that entitlement a bit. Like, they feel like they know us more than they know other artists. Because when you think about it, like, from my story, it's like people know everything about us. So they feel like they can have an opinion on us, because they feel like they know everything from, you know, this happened, from that to this, you lot are from here, we know about your area, we know about, like, they feel like they know everything about us. Where, you know, a new person that's coming up and you don't really know him. So when they're saying whatever, no, you don't have nothing to say because you don't really know this person. But with us, people feel like they have that entitlement because they feel like they've known us. But at the same time, we've been here for that long where you kind of will know us a bit. You get what I'm saying? Like, like where, you know, and for me, that's a good sign in it as well. At the same, even though people feel like they have that entitlement, but at the same time, then a lot of people ride for you as well. Do you get what I'm saying? And support you because they know the journey and they know where you're coming from. And I feel like that's what's been able to help us keep us here and still being able to put out good music and still getting support. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people from that have been listening to us from the jump are now in positions. You're a prime example, bro. Like, we go to places and there's people who are like, yo, I've been listening to you lot since then. So there's that respect for us where, you know, you don't mind having us and sitting down and doing an interview and chatting because we have that level of respect, and you can go back and talk about so much. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it has its pros and cons, you get what I'm saying? So
and I feel that's what the net's done, is that new people come in and have an opinion without background.
That's the downfall. Like, people just chattings and they haven't been around long enough to know the stuff they're chatting about, but because now they have a platform, a lot of people just take their word for it and not go and do the research. Like, it's laziness, isn't it? Like, I feel like the blogs and all the gossip sites are just laziness of people not going and doing their research on people. They just wait for someone to post about it and think, oh, that's what it says. Oh, that must be true. I'm not going to go out my way and do all the finding out if it's real or not, or nothing like that. You get me? It's like, oh, this happened. Oh, yeah, swear down, someone's cheating on that one. Oh, crazy. And it's all fake and that. Do you know what I mean? It's just laziness, I feel like. But it's the game, and the bigger you get, the louder the negative's going to get as well. So
it's cool.
Just have to live with it, kind of thing. So